Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Lisa, and I'm here to share a repost from Jim Farrell. The title is Seven Woes Unto America, and this was originally posted July 3rd, 2015. This is what I see. And now the Lord of the universe arises from his throne with the roaring of 10,000 thunders, and the praises around his throne fall silent for a moment. Flashes of lightning so violent and frequent cause the angels to cover their faces and turn their heads and tremble, as the Lord looks down at the earth in a quivering rage. Woe to you, filthy and wretched inhabitants of the earth, you who I created in my image, which you yourselves, by the free wills that I endowed you with, have twisted into loathsome crawling things and vermin who scurry at the sudden appearance of the light into the corners and holes of the earth. But you will not hide as one drop at a time. I will drip onto the earth a vial of the wine of wrath, until it covers it with a molten sea that burrows into the earth to pursue you, to destroy you. Behold the sum total of every perversity ever said or done to a child, every cruelty ever perpetrated upon the helpless, the elderly, and the disabled, every unrighteous judgment ever uttered now gathers into a swirling storm cloud to blow you into the presence of my throne, to listen to what I have in store for you. Woe to you, America! I appointed you to stand in the gap for my people, to uphold my righteous laws and principles during their time of exile. Therefore I will render 1,000 time their punishment, as a sea of those slaughtered before they were even born rises from the earth to point their fingers in accusation against you. Those whose lives I created to walk the earth and serve me, but you appointed yourselves God and silenced them before their eyes ever opened, and I will now speak for them. How many times I wanted to gather you unto myself as a hen gathers her chicks, as I did my people Israel, but you fled from me and have become Rome. Your symbol of liberty will now swoop down to devour your offspring, and you, like her, will become a nation of ruins. Therefore I will condemn you with your own words and remove all your freedoms in a single day. Do you indeed hold the truth to be self-evident? I will show you what that means as I visit upon you the greatest judgment ever visited on any nation on earth. Do you indeed believe that I created all men to be equal? Now you will all be equal under the shackles of tyranny as I visit you with the curse of Canaan, and you become slaves of the slave of Satan. I endowed each of you with the rights to live, or to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now I will visit you with death, slavery, and misery, that the power to govern is with the consent of the governed. Now I will remove your consent, that when the government becomes destructive, the people have the right to abolish it and begin anew. Your new foundation will be established on destruction and the principles and powers of Satan that you have already embraced. I alone am the supreme court, for making an abomination the law of the land and forcing it on the people of God. Your robes will become your shrouds, and the mouths you use to pervert my righteous commandments will be filled with gravel as I cast you into the abyss. For you, who swore an oath to me, and then one stroke of the letter of the law at a time, dismantled what I inspired men, who labored long and hard to create, then forbade my innocents to call on my name in their places of learning, and removed my commandments from all of your gathering places, I have reserved a unique and exquisite punishment in the kingdom of wailing and sorrow. For burning 7 of my houses of worship, I will now burn 7 of your cities. Woe to you, New York, who held aloft to all the nations of the earth a beacon of light to welcome them to a place where they could live their lives in peace to worship me and cast off the shackles of other places and become whatever they desired. You became the mightiest city of the earth and built your tall, proud buildings to the heavens on the backs of the poor and the hopeful, only to return your blessings with the worship of Mammon. Because you did not heed my first warning to you, you will therefore cause the financial collapse of the world and usher in the mark of the beast you have chosen to serve, and like Babel, I will scatter you in every direction. Woe to you, Philadelphia, city of brotherly love! Your great seal bears testimony that I watch over you and have indeed approved your undertakings. You gathered there and appointed your first leader in the very cradle of liberty itself, when you cast off the shackles of tyranny to frame the creation of the first righteous government of the earth. Now your cherished icon rings, your death knell, and like Egypt, I will bring a series of punishments as you discover your new order of the ages, and the paper you print becomes worthless. Woe to you, Washington, the new Babylon! 6 judgments have I reserved for you, because it is the very number of the ruler you forced upon the whole nation by deceit. 6 of your very icons of liberty itself, from the blood of the slain who fought to defend it to the icon of Egypt, the deliverer from slavery, the seat of your government, the architect of your government, and the 3 documents of liberty itself will all be overthrown just as the first horseman is released upon you. Woe to you, Atlanta, Chicago, Houston, and Los Angeles, the congregations of my people! You elected this ruler thinking you would enrich yourselves, but I will instead impoverish you overnight and leave you in want of all comforts. To you, Los Angeles, the 4th gathering place, I will mete out a unique punishment. You created an entire industry devoted to worshiping the image of man, and were willing to embrace the strange religions and philosophies of the pagan nations and reject the one true God. You based your lives on vanity and the worship of your bodies, so this is what I have decreed for you. The greatest earthquake known to man will open up the earth and swallow up your harvest and starve 1/3 of the world for whom you feigned concern. The sea will rise up against you and swallow up your buildings as they fall to the ground, and wash over you as they did in the days of Noah, for all of the very same reasons. Enough! Open the scrolls and unleash the gates of hell upon the whole earth, and scour it of its uncleanness like Sodom and Gomorrah. And that is the end of this message. I pray you all have a beautiful day in the Lord. God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you either next video or in the air. Bye-bye.